Welcome back, everybody. Now, today is March 1st, which means that there is a brand new tier list. And in the month of February, we had a lot of activity. We had 4 buffs and 2 new champions. And today we are going to look at how each champion improved and where I put them on my tier list. Now, at F8, you can see is where one of the new champions are, and it is Super Scroll. Now, the champions that were added this month, I was very, very, very disappointed with. It just did not, they just did not live up to the standards. They both had almost no damage output. At least Psycho Man had a little bit of utility. Super Scroll, there's just, he's just not a good champion, and I'm very disappointed in him. I was very excited for this champion, but yeah, just the numbers are not where they need to be. Kabam could have made this guy so much better. They could have increased his damage output, and he has tons of buffs he can get, and he could have just had so much. But yeah, and he has tons of new buffs that have never been seen on any champions, and I wish Kabam would have executed those buffs just a little bit more. But yeah, just overall not a great showing from Super Scroll. Now, in the same tier, at F2, you can see Psycho Man, and I was a little bit debating an average tier for this guy, because he has very, very, very nice utility. Sadly, his damage output is also not quite where it needs to be. At a 6-star rank 3, it should not take 75 hits to get a 100,000 health person down. Yeah, that's just not. But the power lock, and all that is very useful. I should have done a different gameplay on him. I should have used him with the power lock and really shown off his utility. During my gameplay video of him, I was just really trying to show the damage output, or trying to boost the damage output. I had a bunch of crit synergies, and I was basically on hate, and I was on hate the entire time, which basically is all about damage output. But yeah, I should revisit him. I should do another gameplay video of him, because I really did not show off his utility. But yeah, overall, this guy, I was not very proud of him. I really did try to convince myself that he was average tier. But yeah, alright, but now we are going to have to the worst of the 4 buffs, and that was Yellow Jacket. So he is also in the same tier. He's also in not ideal tier at F21. So I really did try to convince myself this guy was average tier as well. I think he has some really nice utility with the heal reversal and the slow. So he is a great counter for a lot of stuff. Sadly, you should not be having 400 lights out of 5-star rank 5. And that's just not quite okay. But I did really try to convince myself he was average tier. I did have him in that tier for a little bit, but then I moved him about halfway through the month. Because the more I played with him, the more I just didn't like him. However, he is a great heal reversal champion. I did a Realm of Legends. I went in with a max 2-star. I soloed the Wolverine, no problem. Yeah, I really want to see how he'd do against the Crossbones, the 6.1.5 Crossbones. And I don't know how many revives it would take, since his damage output is the Crossbones' damage output's also pretty good. But I'm not sure if he'd just shrug off the heal reversal. He shouldn't, right? No. But yeah, so now we, the rest of the buffs are all in the same tier. So if you direct yourself to D8, you can find Terrax. In Terrax, I was a huge fan of his buff. He's got massive damage output when he's in the rock phase. But yeah, I just absolutely love this guy. He has such insane heavies. If he's not in that phase, sadly, he is not that insane. But yeah, overall, He is much, much better. He is still a good defender, so I might put him on my defense if I can get him up. Right now, he's a 5-star rank 2 for me. But overall, yeah, I'm a huge fan of him. Alright, but now we had 2 skill buffs. And right now, whoops, I think I forgot to switch these guys. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, he's better than Massacre. So I must have forgotten to check that area. Alright, but yeah, this is good. Alright, but if you direct your attention to D15, you can find the most improvement, not the best buff, but the most difference. The guy who they buffed had the most difference from the before and after, because this guy used to be in total crap tier, which is not a tier that you want to be in. But this guy is Kingpin, and he has a bunch of fury buffs. His rage stacks really are pretty nice now. The special 2, the unstoppable, he will be a very good defender. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I fought him a couple times since his buff. But yeah, overall, I'm not a huge fan of this guy's buff playing wise, but that does not mean it's a bad buff. I know people who love this buff. Yeah, but if you do love this buff, no need to hold back. Yeah, so now if you direct your attention to one spot above it, we have Mole Man. And Mole Man, in my opinion, was the best buff because his Frenzy is so much better now. You can inflict so many bleeds and you crit like basically on every single hit, which is extremely, extremely nice. I really do love it. But yeah, his buff was the best in my opinion. We still do have one more buff to go over. But yeah, then I do want to address a couple of things. But yeah, Moman's was the best. I do really love this guy's buff. He and Terrax are really close to each other on how I enjoy each of them. I actually might have to say Moman. I don't know. I'll have to replay them both, even though I do play with them a lot. But yeah, who's the last buff? We went over Yellow Jacket, Mole Man, Kingpin, slipping my mind. Shoot, who was it? Wait, no, we went over all the buffs. Yellow Jacket, Mole Man, Kingpin, and Terrax. Okay, but I do want to address a couple of things. Now, on the February tier list, I did receive a comment. So if you direct yourself to C3, you can find Guardian. I did hear Guardian was insane for 7.1, and therefore I should move him to the incomparable tier. But I'm sorry, dude. I just don't think he's that good. Don't get me wrong. He is an insane champion. However, he's just not quite that tier. But, yeah, and he's not quite as good as Hulkbuster. Alright, but yeah, we did make a couple updates. Nebula, I don't know why I used to have her in not ideal tier. She's an insane champion. Well, the more shocks you get up, the more damage she does. With the shocks, with the parry, and the special too. But, yeah, she's absolutely insane. I pulled the 5-star of her. I absolutely love her. But, yeah, not Spider-Man Stark. Proxima Midnight. I also got her. She's also crazy. As an unupgraded 5-star, I was able, just with the final stab, the special 3, I had 3 prowess, but just with the final stab, it took off 30% off of Rama Legends Winter Soldier with an unupgraded 5-star. So basically a rank 2 4-star. But yeah, so I promoted her a tier to powerful tier. I don't think she's quite the level of Corvus and Cosmic Ghost Rider, however, nor Hyperion. I'm debating moving Captain Marvel movie down. But yeah, I don't think that's something that's gonna happen. However, if you direct your attention to C16, I did demote Neymar. I was very sad with this. But yeah, Havoc is better, and I don't think Havoc is in comparable tier. So therefore, he has to drop, and Apocalypse is just a little bit better than he is. And also in powerful tier, I promoted Gambit. Since if you have the 10 prowess and go for the special 2, it can be absolutely insane. And yeah, I also demoted Jubilee from all powerful tier to just powerful tier. She wasn't quite all powerful tier. I think I was just excited about how big the special 2s can get to. And I did promote Abomination, but that's only because of the Red Guardian synergy. And I also did promote Spider-Gwen. But everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you'd like to watch more of me, I post every day at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh yeah, and I demoted Luke Cage. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.